Welcome back to the channel. For those of you tuning regularly, you'll know that I very much value setting up well and starting the swing well. Today I want to share with you a really simple way to help you to check a couple of positions and reference points I often give in the takeaway. That very first couple of feet in the backswing and when the club shaft is parallel to the ground. Thanks very much for tuning in. So this video is a response to a comment made by Paul Wayland, and it was a response on the video where I made 3 considerations to keep in mind for your backswing. And he asked simply, how can we hit the takeaway sequence checkpoints while keeping the club head slightly outside the hand? So you can see here, I've got 3 balls lined up on the floor here. The first ball is the ball I'm going to hit. This is a drill that Graham Walker shared with me with regards to helping players build awareness of the sweet spot and the club face and how it travels throughout the backswing in a short game shot. I use it in lots of ways with players in full shots as well. So I've got the 3 balls here lined up to a tree in the distance. I use this one a lot myself. So all you're going to do is you're going to set up to the first ball. Obviously get setting up the best way you can, and then from there, by the time we point the club head at the first ball on the way back, the butt of the club is going to be around the lead hip. So I very much often reference in the backswing, we want the club head to pass the hands by the time the hands are on the trail thigh. So we want the club head to pass the hands from a sequence standpoint early in the swing, and then we want the hands to pass the elbow. So that's pretty much this phase until the club shaft is parallel to the ground. But all we have to do here with these 3 golf balls is, once we're set up, let's point the club at ball number 1, then we're going to rotate, point the club at ball number 2. This is of course the viewer's point of view. So 1, 2, that helps us get the club slightly outside the hands. It helps us with, it gives us checkpoints for club past the hands, hands past the elbow in the same little club past the hands, hand past the elbow. We're there in the takeaway. It really couldn't be any simpler. While I'm doing this, for me, what I'm keeping in mind is making sure to turn my body as I'm doing that. So I want my body to be rotating while the club and the hands are making that movement in the start. That I say for me because I can sometimes get a little bit sticky with my rotation and stay very still. So a couple of little points of feedback there that could be used for players if you feel as though you have that similar tendency for me, is make the L with your trail hand and just make sure that your rib cage is moving through those checkpoints without closing the L there. So I'm going to keep that L 1, 2 to make sure my rib cage is rotating. I'm in a good spot there, and then I can go on into my swing and hit a few shots.